All right, so welcome back, everybody. How are you? Um, so this lesson that we're going to talk about is when it comes to revival. What is revival? Okay, so in order for us to understand what revival is, first you need to understand what it's not. Now, I don't know what your idea of revival is, especially a tent revival. For me, it was. I saw things on movies about down in the South where preachers would put up tents and have revivals, and weird things may happen, and we didn't hear about that much up north in New York, even though it did happen up there in New York. But what revival is not, okay, is it's not an event. It's not something that we go to do. It is a movement. Okay, revival is a movement of God. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more in just a second. But I want you to understand, revival isn't an event. Okay, we're not telling people I want you to come to my event. What we should be understanding is this is exactly what God wants to do, because the next thing is this isn't a show. Okay, we're not coming out here to perform so that other people will be comfortable or whatever, or like the music. It has nothing to do with that at all. Okay, revival has to do with beseeching your Father's heart. Okay, tearing away and ripping away at the things that are hindering you in your relationship with Him. The last thing that a revival is not is planned by man. But dude, you picked the first and the second. I didn't. God did. God gave us the dates. God gave us the vision. He confirmed it through at least 4 or 5 people that we are supposed to have this tent revival. So it's not something that's planned by man. It's literally declared by God. So what God did was, for all of us who have heard the drumbeat of revival, God is collectively telling you the time is now, July 1st, July 2nd. So, what is revival then? If it's not an event that we go to, it's not a show that we're going to see or anything like that, it's not something that man plans, it sounds like it's some kind of a God ordained movement, which is exactly what revival is. Now, some people have a hard time with this because, well, you're planning it out. Well, God always gives a timeline for his people. Okay? He always has. And why would it be that he's different now? If God says, on Saturday and Sunday, I want you, Lighthouse Church, to have a revival, a tent revival, who are we to say, no, I don't think anybody else wants us to do that? So, what is revival? It is the tangible act of God to move his people into a state of action in his power to accomplish his will. I believe for myself that I see revival as the end or the other side of the breaking point. It's like God breaks you and then he makes you brand new on the other side. And this revival, that's what it's about. It's about catching the heart of God and allowing God to instill in us. Now, that is what revival is. Okay? In the next couple of sections, we're going to talk about who is revival for. That may shock you. What happens at a revival? What should I expect? How should I dress? What is the biblical precedent for revival? Okay, so we're gonna cover all those things in the upcoming days. Let's see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them, and today's Monday. I might do a couple a day. We'll see. But I do want to make an announcement here at the end. So, Lord's really been impressed upon my heart the fact that there are folks that work and can't make it to the revival, and there are folks who just it's hard for them to get out of the house. Situations, it doesn't matter. So, God's answer is this: we are going to live Zoom the revivals, all three of them. So now listen, you can be there. You need to be there, Lighthouse Church. Okay? Because when we come back for the next lesson, you'll see why. But I want all of you, but if you cannot be there, or say you're, working overnight or whatever the case may be, you can watch it on Zoom. And after it's over with, we can upload it and you can watch it. If you want to watch it later, watch it again, whatever the case may be. So I wanted to put that out there. We're going to go ahead and do that, do it live. We will take care of that. The Lord actually is going to take care of it. All right. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.